Hello YouTube. I'm going to make you a video. Everybody been asking what do I do with some of the logs that I saw. So back in February we did sawing black locust. Video number 272. I will leave a link in the description down below. I needed new ramp boards for my rec room going up to my bar room, and these are shiplapped, and I'll show you what I mean by shiplap. If you look at the edge of them, they are lapped over one another, and I put these on. These are nothing more than spruce. We treated them with some just good old just like Thompson's water seal with a little bit of a color to it, and this was done in 2014. So we're 8 years down the road. They're starting to get a little bit punky here and there, so I want to replace these with the locust, and I don't want to use the composite because it's too slippery. I think that'll become a problem. And I put this indoor-outdoor carpet down in the winter time, and that don't help it because that just traps the moisture, and then it starts to rot away here. So I'm going to go into the workshop here, and there's my fish pond. I just put a new UV bulb in here. We had a power spike, and it took my UV lamp out, and the water turned really terrible. It used to be so clear you could see the bottom, but I'll keep you posted on that, see how fast, see how many days it takes. All right, we're in our messy cabinet shop here. And these are the black locust boards that you will be able to see being sawed on this video. And I hope you watch the whole thing. It's only about 8 minutes worth of sawing. So we're gonna turn this rough cut board, which is 4/4, which is equal to 1 1/8 inches. Everybody wonders, what do you mean by 4/4 and 1 inch? There's a big difference. There's 1/8 of an inch. 4/4 is marketable lumber. It has to be 1 1/8 inches to sell it as 4/4. Okay, here is the finished product, and I am leaving the saw marks on the top because I want some traction. So I'm going to hit them with a random orbital sander and make them just so they don't, you don't get splinters off them, but you'll still have the traction there. So we'll go ahead and get started. This is a Porter C. Anybody new to the channel, this is an old, probably 1940s 16-inch joiner, and we're going to use this to put a straight edge on the board first, and then we'll go over to the table saw and get them parallel. I do not have a guard on this machine, so before everybody with the safety, the reason why is I use this machine mostly to flatten boards. So this big Holzer feeder is over top the knives, and it feeds the boards through when I'm flat facing them. I don't use it for edging them, so we're just going to put one straight edge on the board. I'm going to do 2 boards just to show you the process, so we'll go ahead and get started here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put a straight edge on 2 boards. We'll follow 2 boards throughout the process, and this machine, you don't want to run it without a guard, but in this case that's what we're doing. And always keep your fingers up out of the way. It would turn your fingers into ground meat. All right, we'll get one more board here. That is absolutely perfectly straight now. So our next step, we're going to go over to the table saw. We're going to cut this into a parallel board for the next step. So let's go to the table saw. Okay, we're going to take a measurement, and let's see what we want to just take off just enough to straighten it. We don't want to waste material. We're going to be like, maybe 6 7/8. But we want it straight. I'm running a combination blade, which is basically it's designed to do anything you want to do with a crosscut rip, and it does a nice job. I do have this shark guard that I had bought afterwards. Like I said, this is a Powermatic 66. These were probably the best table saw ever built. as far as the cabinet shop. So we're going to go ahead and all right, we'll go ahead and do the other board. We're going to take them down to thickness, so see at the planer. Okay, now what I'm after is basically the nicest face. There's controversy, the growth rings up, growth rings down. In this case, I want the nicest part of the board up, so we'll be taking the bottom side off at this point. This is a 24-inch SCMI planer. They called this the old Invincible, come out of Erie High School actually. And these things, I think it weighs 2,300 pounds or more. It's a 3-phase, 12 horsepower on the cutter head. It's got a 4-knife head. It's just massive. So we're going to take it down to 1 inch, and we're not going to do both sides. So we're going to leave one side with the saw marks in it. So let me fire up the dust system. So it's going to get a little loud. Picking her up now. All right, let's kill this noise. But look at this. Where's the water at, Nathan? Locust is really a pretty wood. Very hard, very durable. This would make awesome decking. This would actually make some beautiful cabinets. I actually think we're going to do a woodworking project sometime in here out of black locust. So next step, and I'm not going to even show it, I'm going to cut this down to 4-foot length. I have a radial saw over there with a stop on it, so I'll get them cut to length, and then we're going to go over and see the shaper, and that's how we're going to cut the shiplap. We're going to do 2 rabbits. One rabbit's up, one rabbit's down. So we'll see you then. Okay, we're at the shaper. Here's the business end. It's basically a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch slotting bit that is basically double stacked here to give me enough height to get a 1/2 inch basically. In the 1/2 inch bit you'd have a sliver. You wouldn't be able to get it with one. This is a old Rockwell shaper, and also I have a feeder. If you're going to be doing a lot of stuff with a shaper or a joiner, these guys here will keep these where they belong. It keeps it tight to the table. So we're going to go ahead and lock this back down. I'm going to show you how simple it is to make shiplap. So let me try to get this camera somewhere that I can work and you can see what's going on here. So I think that'll work. So let's go ahead and fire it up. So we want to run one down and one up. Got to go the right direction. shut that suction port down on the planer. That's better. All right, we got one cut on one side. Going for the second side. Bring the camera over on this side this time. I don't know if you'll be able to see any more or not. It's kind of hidden with that feeder. See how nice that feeder works. Nice and smooth and steady. It's keeping it tight to the table. Keeping my fingers away from that cutter head. And it's well worth the money. All right. So, there's the finished piece of shiplap there. So, all right, so let me get you off the stand here. All right, so we'll take this over with us. And this is another little project I've been working on in the shop here. This is that cabinet for Buzzsaw Buzzy. I'm waiting for Alex to come back from vacation to wire in these couple outlets for him. And that's his headboard, so I don't know if Buzzy's watching this video or not. We need them plugs, Buzzy. So, let me get my glasses up here. And you can see, getting a nice pile of shiplap boards ready to roll here. So, a little bit of hand sanding, and I'll get them stained, and they'll be ready to go. I could leave, if I have this video on file, which I don't think I do, I could put it in this video. I don't think I have it no more. So there'll be a link in the description. So if you want to see this log turn into the boards, and then you've seen the boards turn into a finished product, and we'll keep you updated on the actual ramp project, how it's going there. So everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Please like and subscribe. And I will talk to you on the next one with the Eddie Horvath and ZZ Mark. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Alrighty, another banked video for you. And we're going to be sawing some locust pocus. So let's go ahead and bring this. Actually, it's a nice locust log, believe it or not. Get the carriage back here before I bring the log up. There we go. Because the hydraulics that run my log deck and drive my carriage back and forth are on the same circuit. So, you've got to trade off one for the other. All right. That looks about right. Beautiful. And oh, that looks like as good of a spot as any, so go ahead and get this bad boy dog down. razor. Alright, let's get rolling here. We're going to cut this into 4/4 boards. It's going to be for my bar room, my ramp. You're not going to find a much nicer locust log than what this is. Look how pretty that is. Yeah, we're going to cut 2 parallel faces as normal. It kind of looks like sassafras, but it's locust. Let's roll her to the knees. All right, we got a good hold of her. And let's take it down to a parallel face. Probably somewhere around 7-inch. I'm going to take a sliver off because I want all good boards. Looks pretty good. Let's lay it down and just peel both those sides back to the pith, and that's how we're going to do it. All right, let's go with that. Yeah, locust has like a real peppery smell. Kind of an odd smell. I'm going to roll that back. The log's actually springing on me right now. Yeah, go back a little bit more. There we go. Alright, let's dog her down. Oh, that side down there. Let's see something here. Yeah, the thing is bowed out. You see that? Oh well. We're not that worried about it. I just want some nice 1x-off. We're releasing the tension in this log is what we're doing. I've had this problem in the past on locusts. Come on, set. see that thing moving. And you know what? I'm not going to deal with that. So, okay, there was your short little video. Sawing a piece of locust. And we will talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.